Luca and Remy were at the beach.
I'm going to be a famous swimmer one day. No one will be able to beat me.
Luca said.
I am good at swimming too. Shall we see who reaches the rock first?
Remy replied.
Sure.
Luca agreed. The kids were getting ready for the match.
Ready, set, go!
Suddenly, Luca struggled to swim. He seemed to have a cramp in his leg. Remy was way behind and couldn't help him out.
Help!
Luca shouted. Just then, a unicorn popped out of nowhere and handed him a rescue tube.
Hugh, thanks for saving my life.
Luca said.
You're welcome.
The unicorn said.
I'm really thankful. How can I address you?
Luca hesitated.
Oh, just call me Uni the unicorn. Thank goodness I came in time.
Remy arrived.
Ruka, who are you talking to? Is she a real unicorn?
Hi there too. I must say, you two can get into a serious trouble playing all on your own like this.
Uni warned.
We are really sorry.
We'll make sure our parents are on watch next time.
Luca apologized.
Fine, I'm letting you off just this once.
Thank you, but Ruka, why are you holding onto a tube when you're good at swimming? What exactly happened?
Remy asked.
Well, I nearly drowned because I had a cramp in my leg, but Uni saved my life with this tube.
Uni cut in.
Do you know why you can float on water with a tube? It's because of buoyancy. Buoyancy is a force that allows you to float in air or in water. It is caused by gravitational force.
Could you explain it in detail?
Remy asked, bewildered.
Of course, when you put a tube into water, the size of the force pulling downward and upward are the same. This is why a tube can float.
Uni answered.
But why can I not float when this tube can?
Luca questioned.
In order to float, your volume has to be bigger than your weight.
Oh, I see.
Luca said.
I got it.
Remy said too.
Wait, there is something much more important than this.
Uni said.
What is it?
Safety, of course. Before you go into water, you should exercise. Plus, make sure you pay attention to your body and get out when you feel too cold. Finally, check the borders before you swim and take extra care not to go over it.
We've learned a lot thanks to you.
Luca said happily.
Thank you.
Remy added. Luca and Remy returned from beach. After drying themselves, they each got an ice cream and sat in the backyard. Then they noticed the sunflower growing in the corner.
Remy, that sunflower might be thirsty.
Luca said, licking his ice cream.
Yeah, it might collapse without a shade over it.
Remy replied.
Remy, why don't we go and help it out?
Luca said.
Why, that is a great idea.
Remy exclaimed. Both of them stopped the rest of the ice cream and came over to the sunflower.
How can we keep it cool?
Let's make a shade.
Good, let's bring the parasol we used back at the beach.
Luca and Remy managed to set the small yellowish parasol over the plant.
Now it will be safe from heat.
Luca said, expectant. After a few days, Luca and Remy, who came over to check if the plant is in good condition, were very disappointed. The sunflower was starting to wither.
Why on earth is it dying? Surely the parasol will keep it cool.
I don't know either.
While the two chatted, Uni reappeared.
The sunflower can only live if there is enough sunlight.
Luca and Remy were puzzled.
But it will be too hot without a shade.
Plants do something called photosynthesis. It's a process where a plant uses sunlight to produce nutrients.
Uni explained.
So it makes its food with sunlight?
Unsure asked Luca.
Correct.
That means we were actually preventing it from growing.
Remy gasped.
Well, it's fine if you put the parasol away before it does any more harm.
Uni cheered the kids. The three of them dragged the parasol back to where it had been.
Now it can grow again.
Thank you again, Uni.
Luca and Remy thanked Uni with a big warm smile. Luca and Remy were lighting fireworks. Luca shouted.
Wait a minute, my fireworks are red and yours are yellow. I want yellow fireworks too.
Well, I think your red fireworks are pretty too.
Remy answered. Then Luca wondered.
Why do fireworks have different colors?
Suddenly, Unicorn showed up. Unicorn excitedly said,
Guys, do you want to know why the color of fireworks are different? It's because of chemical reactions.
What chemical reactions?
Unicorn showed gold, silver, copper, iron with magic.
These materials are called metal. Some metals create a special color when they meet fire. For example, copper can make bluish-green fire.
Unicorn said,
And this is sodium. When it meets fire, the yellow flame comes up.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
Then Unicorn created red fire with lithium and blue flame.
When this lithium meets fire, the red flame comes up.
Wow, the red fire is also pretty.
Unicorn shouted with delight.
You can create many colorful flames like green or purple.
Ruka asked.
What makes different colors of flame?
Unicorn answered,
It's because that's one of the characteristics of metals.
and Unicorn showed gold and put it in the water.
Gold shines yellow and bright, and nothing happens when you put it in the water. There are some characteristics of gold, just like this. Lithium's characteristics is to create a red flame. That's why each metal makes a different color of flame. Just like metals, every people have their specialties.
Remy was impressed. Ruka said with a big smile on his face.
I think both red and yellow fireworks are pretty, just like both of us are special.
Unicorn answered,
Alright, let's go back and light more fireworks.
Thank you, Unicorn. See you again.
Ruka and Remy's family was heading back home,
I enjoyed the fireworks so much.
said Ruka. Remy said,
I wish we could visit there again next time. Also, the moon was beautiful.
Ruka looked at the moon. He shouted,
The moon is following us. Aren't we driving farther from the moon?
But why does the moon always look the same? I remember every pictures of it were the same too.
Suddenly, Unicorn appeared.
Hi guys, you two seem to be confused. Do you guys want to know the secret of the moon? I'll tell you why the moon shows only one part.
Unicorn explained,
The moon circles the earth for 13 degrees every day from west to east, and the moon rotates the earth 13 degrees for every day also from west to east. The moon keeps the same face to us because the moon rotates at the same rate as its orbital motion, a special case of tidal locking called synchronous rotation.
Ruka wrinkled his face with difficulty.
Well, that's quite hard to understand.
Unicorn added,
The moon itself rotates every month, and the moon rotates the earth every month, so the time the moon needs for rotation is the same.
We got it.
And I'll tell you the reason why the moon always follows us. When we are driving, we can see street lights getting far from us, right? But the moon always stays there. That's because the moon is so far in the universe that we can't feel it distancing from us. And the moon always shows us the same face, but when it rotates, the sunlight reaches different areas and the shape of the moon changes.
Unicorn explained.
That makes sense.
Ruka shouted with happiness.
Science always teaches us something new.
Mom and Dad, let's go on a trip again.